fast. Baby, be supersonic.
Tall.
All right, I've gotten a couple wins on 2KTV, and we'll see what happens today. Best of luck to you guys.
It's time for payback. Go up. Dang it.
Ooh. Yeah.
Nice. Oops.
Let me get you a screen, Chris.
Oh, I don't need a screen.
Oh, good take.
We going down. We dunking.
Good take, good take.
I'd love to see that highlight reel.
From Salt Lake City, Utah, the scene for the Clippers. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, D.A.
Well, thanks very much.
And the message usually received, D.A. Thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Paul George is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Plumlee in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Jazz, they've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with ABC. And it's Markkanen in at the 4. At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focus and sleep and eat right. Vital.
Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. Here's ABC. Plumlee with the rebound. Here's the Clippers. Puts up a 3, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Batum. Leonard's got 5.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
Passes to Isaac. The Clippers grab the miss. In the corner, George with it. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D? He's got both.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. So first quarter, just over a minute and a half in. ABC's shot is good.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. The pass to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
Ball's knocked loose, stolen by George. To the left side wing. Outside Westbrook. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Here's ABC, and again it's the Jazz from deep.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that one's good, Leonard.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
On the wing, Isaac. And here we go with Batum heading to the hoop.
Russell Westbrook right now creating havoc with his defensive abilities. My goodness.
Timeout is called. First of The game for the Jazz.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Okeke. Isaac against Westbrook. Isaac misses. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Westbrook kicks to George. Pass to Batum. Outside Westbrook. Clock at 6. Passes it to George. Shoots from the elbow. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. George has got 5 points so far. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's ABC. In the game against Chicago, very impressive.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The pass to Plumlee. Left side, Westbrook. Can't connect from short range.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Okeke. Batum against Markkanen. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Markkanen, the big man from Finland. He can flat score it, folks.
And George kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it shoots off the other way. Over to the wing. Isaac against George. Batum with the steal. It's George on the wing. The 3. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition. Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game. Understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but given credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Martin, the pass to Highland. The dish to Leonard. Zubac's with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. They get the rebound. Makes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And George, here we go. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Here's Highland. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good work there as it goes.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue. But that's going to change soon.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Highland, defended by George. Martin against Bamba. Martin the pass to Highland. Off target with his three. Jazz trail by 10, and George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
Highland passes to Powell. Here's man. Back to Powell. For the three. Pass to Highland. For three. Not going to go that time. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Clarkson. Bamba trying to break free. And Clarkson gets it to go on the assist by George.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
Left side, Martin. Tries again. Bamba with the block. Left side, George. Clarkson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Clarkson's got 6.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Powell, the pass to man. Passes it to Highland. Over George. They get it back.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
ABC passes to Bamba. Up top, Powell. No points in the game yet for him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Clippers have gone 4 for 5 for the cherry stripe in this one up to now. A different look for Utah.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Here's ABC. 3 seconds left with 1 on the clock. And no good in the last second attempt this time. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Fans, please, a big round of applause.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Batum is out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, but give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. And here's Westbrook. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The three from George. It's not going to go for him.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Westbrook with the steal. Batum scanning the floor. Here's Plumlee. Markkanen pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
On the wing, Isaac. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Now you can see why people are so excited about Jonathan Isaac showing off that scoring ability on the interior.
Clippers leading by 6. Outside Leonard. The three from George. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 13 points.
That's his first triple of the second period. Third of the game.
ABC passes to Isaac. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Outside Leonard. Now the pass to George. The tray. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
3 points.
Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Here's ABC. Buries the long-range jumper. 11 points in the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Outside Batum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's ABC. Defended by Batum. Isaac outside. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Isaac against Westbrook. Back to George. Kicks to Leonard. Outside Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it. Offensive rebound.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Isaac down low. He's covered by Westbrook.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Batum wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta. Batum's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's ABC. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Nicholas Batum. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And the Clippers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Clippers leading by 11. Batum passes to Leonard. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
One of those nights where Kawhi Leonard just decides, I'm going to take over.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And despite the double-digit lead, still in attack mode, getting their feet wet there in the paint.
Here's Isaac. Lays it up off the glass. Isaac's got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. George up top. There's the lob to the hoop. Plumlee, no luck.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Perhaps the thing I will remember most when Russell Westbrook decides his career is done is how he brought competitive fire and spirit every single night, guys.
Catching up on it. Changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. And it's Powell in for Nicholas Batum. Westbrook kicks to Powell. Right side, George. In the corner, Powell with it. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. Utah calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. Martin's checked in for Los Angeles. Edmond passes to Bamba. Clarkson surveying the floor. Back to Bamba. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. In the corner, it's Martin. Again, the Clippers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Down low, here's Leonard, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
That's his first.
It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Clippers leading by 18. Westbrook wide open. He fires.
Russell.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
It's George on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's ABC. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And it's Leonard missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Clarkson against Powell. Clarkson outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to George. With the shot. Offensive rebound. Dedmon. And he battles for the ball and gets the second change bucket.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass earning an additional opportunity.
Clippers moving the ball around. Martin finds Westbrook. Over George, and it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Martin. That's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook aggressively attacking that screen and roll. He will look for his shot when he gets separation off the screen.
Here's ABC, and the Jazz another three.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Leonard dishes to Powell. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's George, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Clarkson passes to Dedmon. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Dedmon's got 6.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Pass to Zubac. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 5.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Highland passes to Powell. Now Martin. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Pass to Powell. The shot. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Powell's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
George looking around. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. When we make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. So far, he's played a big role for his team here. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track.
Shaq, what's your take on Utah so far?
Definitely they need to get out on the three-point shooters and contest. Oh, so this is what happens when another team identifies your weakness and just keeps hammering on it.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Make some noise again.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way. To the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
They've got ABC. He's out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Okiki in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah. And George kicks to Batum. The Clippers rebound, and he recovers it. George double-teamed, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Okiki. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's ABC. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
For 3, Westbrook. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
But to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Jazz passing it around. Isaac goes in. Left side Markkanen. The offensive rebound.
Jazz foul. Jonathan Isaac. Second personal foul.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Offensive rebound and finished off by Plumlee.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Los Angeles leading by 17. Outside, George passes it to Leonard. Now Plumlee. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Plumlee dishes to Leonard. This one for 3. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so lucky 13 shots.
That is absolutely ridiculous range from Kawhi. My goodness, it feels like he just stepped across half court.
Isaac outside. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
LA has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Westbrook finds Leonard. Now Plumlee. It's tipped. A solo fast break. And here we go. Westbrook with the steal. And there's the pass to George. Markkanen against Leonard. Pass to Batum. Fires from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Batum's got his 3rd basket of the night. Right there.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
4 on the clock. Here's ABC. Knocks down the 3 ball. ABC's got 18 points in the game.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Talking about Batum, that buyout doors seem to really rejuvenate.
That's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to L.A., and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused him.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Islands checked in.
Tag team, everybody.
George passes to Batum. Back to George. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Pass to Isaac. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Highland. Plumlee in the high post. He dishes it to George. The Clippers rebound.
And the offensive rebound and really the story. Here today, even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Here's ABC. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Leonard, the pass to Plumlee. George with the bounce pass. 6 to shoot. And Batum kicks to Plumlee. And here's George for 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Markkanen passes to ABC. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. They get it back. Can't get it to fall. Clippers leading by 16, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Powell, the pass to Highland. Over George. The Clippers get another chance here. Count that one. Zubac has got 7.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
And the pass to Highland. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to George. Over in the corner, Batum. No good from outside. Jazz trail by 16. To the middle. Here's Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Powell dishes to George. From outside, off the mark. Utah's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Good on the bucket. He's got 8. They did. And thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs and last year.
And it looks like, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
7-foot shot. Batum grabs the miss.
Jazz call. Muhammad.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Man passes to Martin. Pass to Zubac. Dedmon with the block. Outside, George. 52 seconds left in the third. He can't get that one, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Man passes to Martin. From deep. And Batum gets it to go on the assist by Martin. Batum's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Clippers. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Powell against Clarkson. There's the drive. Powell kicks to Zubac. 13 feet away. No good on the shot.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And the Jazz call time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Third personal foul. First team
And with the
foul.
fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batum is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Man in at the shooting guard. And he's good on the second. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 14-point game. Over in the corner, Batum. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Man passes to Westbrook. Martin finds Plumlee. Fades and shoots. Utah with the rebound.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. The pass to Man. Back to Martin. Launches it. And again hits the clip. From deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
ABC passes to Markkanen. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
Man passes to Westbrook. Pass to Man. He kicks it to Batum. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 16.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And the shot goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially. On the interior.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Get on your feet and get loud for T-shirts.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Martin. And it's Paul George in for Terrence Mann. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Here's Isaac. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nobody near George. Offline with his 3.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Clippers leading by 16. Westbrook with it. Isaac picks him up. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. Plumlee dishes to Leonard. Drops it in from 11 feet. Leonard's got 25 points in the game.
Well, the offensive effort pays off for Kawhi Leonard. Right now, getting the defense into the mid-range area and then rise and fire.
A 3-ball. The shot by ABC, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good on the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's ABC. Another miss by Utah. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. ABC's checked in for Utah. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-4 run. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Markkanen passes to ABC. Back to Markkanen. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
To the paint. Here's Leonard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Leonard on the wing. Shoots the 3. No good that time. And Utah will come the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's ABC. He's guarded by Plumlee. Here's ABC. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Utah gets it back. Markkanen, and he gets the bucket.
Well, you just love to see Markkanen get after it and contribute on the backboards. Big-time job right there.
And George kicks to Westbrook. He feeds it to Batum. And the jam by Nicholas Batum. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. As more games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly. I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
The shot by ABC, no good. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Well, you look at Kawhi's career, one of the first things he did was work on his consistency from the free throw line. Why? Because he's excellent at drawing contact.
And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Pass to George. All alone. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 21 points for Paul George. Jazz have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's ABC. Lets it go with a 3. And Utah another 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Passes it to Leonard. Back to George. The feed to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Here's ABC. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers leading by 21. Right side Westbrook. Over Markkanen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Well, there's a level of physicality that Russell Westbrook plays with, right? He has a willingness to seek and find contact.
And Doris, in a time where we see so much international conflict, Commissioner Adam Silver has said that shared loves and appreciations, including sport, can bring us all together. It's a nice thought.
It's a wonderful thought, Kevin, and I think immediately to the NBA Finals, where I see representatives from so many different countries, China, Brazil, you name it, the opportunity to interact, to share our passion for the game of basketball. Listen, the hope is we can find more things that connect us than that pull us apart.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers.
Robert Covington.
Here's Mann. There's the pass to Powell. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
And the first one drops. Doors of an opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs. Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor.
Good on both. That'll be a 5-second call.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Powell down low. Isaac on him. Isaac with the steal.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. And tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance. But in particular, a real good game it was for Mason Plumlee.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Pass to Mann. Back to Powell. Launches a 3. ABC grabs the board.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
On offense, here are the Clippers. A big stretch here going 10-2. Pass to Mann from outside the arc. A rebound by the Jazz. 41 seconds left in the game. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Kicks it to Morris. That's tipped. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. So So the Clippers winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.